Glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to Shine, Stargate Heart, Illuminate Your Natural Essence. It is day number 73. And in Shine, we are exploring our heart center. Maybe better yet, we're experiencing our heart center. By chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, the magical chant, using the mala of joy, where we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12, representing the 9 chakras in our Merkaba, our light body, our ascension vehicle, where at the bottom of our Merkaba, we have Vasundhara, the Earth Star Chakra, our chakra of density, our chakra of nourishment, where we get the nourishment, the physical nourishment from Earth, this Anamaya Kosha, Nyariacha Atuta, Atakahiata Atariacha. And then next up is Muladhara, the root chakra. In our physical body, it is our chakra of safety, support. It's blocked by fear, Nyariashko, and doubt, Atakaskati Ariatata. It is the earth chakra. And moving up, we get to Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, the water chakra, where the self is established. This is where we get to learn we get to forget. We get to start clouding with this karmic imprint and with the debris that happens in life. It's a natural process, so don't worry about debris, don't worry about clearing the karmic imprint. It is what you have agreed to. It is what you as the explorer of spirit, of consciousness, and it's blocked by guilt. Then moving up to Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, the fire chakra. And again, fire is defined to be the visible evidence of matter changing form. Because everything changes. And it's blocked by shame. But it's about your inspiration, your fire, your willpower, and not the willpower of the ego, it's the willpower of your inner being. And in yoga, we're cultivating our sankalpa, which is the intention of our inner being. And we're doing it naturally simply by aligning with our joy, aligning with our inner being, not by trying, just by allowing it to happen. Because being our true authentic self is the most natural thing for us to do. Then next up is Anahata, our heart center. Down in the lower 3 chakras, that is the pranamaya kosha, where we're learning that we can get our nourishment from prana, this life force, our breath, instead of just from the physicality, from the foods that we eat. Because every breath that we take with intention fans the flames of our holy fire in our heart center, and brightens our bright light. And then once we get into the heart center, the air chakra, where the physical elements have more arrangements, more possibilities of how they can be arranged. And we enter into the manomaya kosha, the layer of the onion of the mind where we're focused, where we understand that our mind has greater control over the physical elements of the lower chakras, where our emotions do not overwhelm us, where our egoic intentions and our egoic creative abilities do not have control over us. We understand the difference between ego and inner being. And the heart chakra is blocked by grief. And it's interesting that this grief that we suffer, Buddhists are focused on suffering, which is an idea. And when we're focused on the blockages of the chakras instead of understanding it, by the law of attraction, we are attracting more of it. We can be cognizant of it without being solely focused on it. But it's interesting that grief is based on loss, and much of the grief happens when the people we love die or leave us. And tying that back to Muladhara, the root chakra, it's blocked by fear. And much of the fear is based on death, because we have this fear of death. We have a fear that it's the end, that nothing happens afterwards, and that we'll never see our friends again, our loved ones. But as we find when we go further up, that is furthest from the truth. But as we lay out our grief in front of us and that we admit that we love, it becomes easier. And that when we learn that our mind has the ability to focus our awareness and to focus our experience, we unlock the upper chakras, we unlock the Vijnanamaya kosha, of higher knowledge, of wisdom, of higher understanding. And at the beginning, it's just that we know that this higher understanding is there. We hope that it's there. We wish that it's there. We know it's out there somewhere. But by holding on to the hope that it is there, we are bringing it towards us. We're moving past this separation of it. Then we move up to Vishuddha, the throat chakra, the sound chakra. We just finished up Vishuddha yesterday, the Akash chakra. And remember, the Akash is both the space in between all the elements, and even down at the subatomic level, the Akash is the space in between the nucleus and the electrons, orbiting, because nothing is actually touching anything else. This physicality is just an attraction. The sound, and we've explored creating sound from our inner being, which is why we are chanting and why I'm encouraging you to chant along with us. And Vishuddha is about truth, about purity, about the filters that we use, on how we see this, how we perceive this experience, this existence. And back to anahata for a second. Besides that, it's love and unconditional love. Those are topics that are hard for humans to understand. We think we know what they are, and we apply the meaning that everyone else has told us what love is. But our inner being is love. And by sitting with our inner being, we are sitting with love. We are in love. And by listening to our inner being, not by trying to listen, only by being with our inner being, is it revealing to us what real, true, unconditional love is. And today we're moving up to the third eye, day one of Ajna, as my people call it, or Agnya, if you want to be a traditionalist in Sanskritam, because there is a vowel before that nya sound. Before we get into Agnya, it is the third eye. It is the light chakra. It means command, wisdom, beyond wisdom. It is about intuition. It is about the knowledge of our inner being. It's about the understanding and viewpoint of our inner being. And the more we practice alignment with our inner being, the more that our inner being will be living through us, with us, as us. Because there is no difference between our inner being and us. The blocker of the third eye is illusion. And the biggest illusion is separation. That you are separate from your inner being, that you are separate from your higher self, that you are separate from everything that you see and perceive, that you are separate from God, whoever you think God is, the whole universe, consciousness, whatever you want to call it. God has many names. Love is yet another name of God. Holy fire is yet another name of God. Your inner being is love. Your inner being is light. Your inner being is the holy fire. Your inner being is consciousness. It is God. When we were exploring, Anahata is the seat of Purusha, the highest consciousness. And these are, although they're just words that I'm saying, and if you know me, I believe in the KISS method, to keep it spiritually simple. Too many words, which is why we're meditating, to experience it. Because if I tell you, it's one thing. But if your inner being tells you, you will believe it. Live it. You will be it and live it. Next up after Ajna is Sahasrara, the crown chakra, the thought chakra, where our inner being teaches us to be the righteous ruler of our reality, that everything is our kingdom and everything is our subject, but that's also an egoic way of looking at it. Everything is our children. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. Don't we want to righteously rule our reality with unconditional love? Honoring the free will of everyone. The crown chakra is blocked by attachment. And the way I see attachment is that When we perceive something, we are not honoring the isness of it, the truth of it. We decide to decorate it like a Christmas tree. We'd like to hang lights on it, ornaments on it. We like to wear our rose-colored glasses. We like to change our perception of what it already is. That's what Satya is all about. It's about honoring the truth of it. Because the deepest truth is that you are it. Om so hum na akatetiyariyata. You're it. And it's not necessarily tag you're it, but that's part of this game that we're all playing with this consciousness, with this experience, with this contrast. And when we experience this contrast, this duality, we're still in the essence of the full moon. We can manifest in the full moon. We can release in the full moon. When we have a full set of lungs, like the full moon, we're celebrating the cycles of life and the cycles of breath. When we exhale, there's nothing we need to do. We just need to let go, and the air just leaves our lungs. That's the easiest part about letting go of the debris, of what no longer serves us. There's no trying involved. We let go. And our inner being takes care of it. Our autonomic nervous system takes care of it. We are built to do it, to let go naturally. So we can then manifest what we prefer. We try so hard to release these things that no longer serve, but that's the opposite of releasing. Releasing is the most natural thing to do. Just like we breathe in, we're breathing in the new. And when we exhale, we're releasing the oxygen that no longer, or the carbon dioxide that no longer serves. And we're in this symbiotic relationship in this 3D reality. The trees and the plants are breathing in this carbon dioxide that we believe no longer serves us, but it serves them. And then they breathe that in and they transmute that, they change it chemically into oxygen so that we can breathe in again. Well, that's the truth about this whole reality. Everything here is here to support us and for us to support it. If we can just honor it for what it is. And then at the top of our Merkaba, Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere. And it's a goddess because there's nothing we need to do. There's no intention involved. There's only allowing. It's our connection to the Akashic records. It's our connection to all of it in the universe. Everything, all the information that we get comes through Vyapini. It is at the top of our Merkaba. It is at the outermost edge of our light body. But again, these are just all words that allow me to talk. And when we meditate, the whole trick is to not do anything. We are chanting Om Mani Padme Hum. 6 sacred syllables, but we're doing it on the 8 count. Om on the 1 count, Mani on the 2 count, Padme on the 3 count, Hum on the 4 count. At the highest level, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om, the primordial sound of the universe. It is vibration, the vibration. It's the strings and string theory. While the truth is there's really only one string. But hey, we're not talking about that. Mani, like as in Manipura, it's the jewel, it's the pearl, the jewel of who we are. It's what we bake in the oven of the holding our full set of lungs in the Samavriti Pranayama, Nyariyashko Utura Hatakati Ariata. We're baking the essence of each of the chakras. We're using pressure and time to create this crystal, this pearl of who you truly are. You are polishing your own jewel. Padme, lotus. And each of the chakras, you can either call it a chakra, which is a wheel, or a padme, which is a lotus. Because as the kundalini rises, the imagery of the path of the lotus is the kundalini rising, where the lotus starts out in the muck and the mire of Muladhara, the mud, deep down at the bottom of the pond. And then it makes its way up towards the sunlight, through all of the chakras, through the water, towards the fire of the sun, and then gets up to the air, and then blossoms at the crown once it's at the top of the surface, into 1,000 petals. So it then can receive all of the true light that is out there. So it can then live in beauty and joy. Back to the law of attraction, Abraham Hicks talks about when we're experiencing this contrast, when we're manifesting, what you put out to the universe is what you get back. If you put out frustration, guess what? You're getting back frustration. And when we are beginner manifestors, things don't come as we plan. They come in the form of contrast. And when we get too attached to the outcome, we get frustrated. I didn't manifest it right. Or we learn to judge when somebody else says something that appears negative, that none of those thoughts are coming to mind, but we say, don't say that because you're going to attract it. Guess what? Your inner being, you got upset right then and there. Whenever we experience the contrast or getting upset, it's our inner being telling us there's a different way to view it. Uttariya shahanata karyata. You can continue to experience the frustration if you wish, because you are always 100% successful in every manifestation that you ever do. Because what you put out is what you get back. If you put out that frustration, that anger, you're going to get it back. But your inner being is saying, hey, dude, do that. If you align with joy, if you find gratitude now, if you find satisfaction now, if you bring it into now, that's what you're putting it out. And that's what you're going to experience. And as a matter of fact, we have a fairy princess over there joining us, and she's got a magic wand. Perfect timing, fairy princess. Hold the correct end of the magic wand is what Abraham Hicks always talks about. If you want to hold the end that's pointing and blasting you instead of telling the universe what to do, you're going to continue to experience the frustration. Just turn the magic wand around. Find the gratitude in this now. Find the joy in this now. Find the satisfaction in this now. It's okay. Find the okay in this now. That's the start. And then when you align with okay or gratitude or joy, guess what? You're now aligned with your inner being. They're all the same vibration. Things are okay. I'm okay. I am safe. I am creative. I am satisfied. I am intentful and joyful. I am, once you get to the heart, then I am love. That's why we do affirmations. But they're all just a tool of alignment. To align with our inner being, so that our inner being can tell us who we truly are, instead of what everybody else has told us over the years, what society has told us over the years, and we believed it. Our belief systems are just thoughts, repetitive thoughts. That's all they are. So if we choose repetitive thoughts of peace, of joy, of gratitude, of satisfaction, of things are okay, then we're spending more time with our inner being, and our inner being is living with us and through us more. And then magically what happens is our perception changes, our belief system changes, slowly, naturally, over time, not by us trying, simply by us aligning with our inner being. And then we'll live more fully as our true authentic self, as our inner being, a life more full of joy and love and creativeness. Instead of listening to the fears and the doubts that happen to all of us, we're listening to the I can. And let's create this. And let's create our own inspiration. Instead of waiting for other people to inspire us. And when I say it that way, I don't mean to downplay it. Take your inspiration and joy from anywhere. Take your gratitude from anywhere that you get it. Because when you see the gratitude elsewhere, you are also seeing it in your own inner being, because you recognize it. When you see love, when you see joy, when you celebrate anyone else's successes, it's because you see success. You're aligned with success, and you're happy for anyone's success. When we get frustrated because they're getting their success and we're not, that's the vibration of lack. Maybe start tricking yourself into seeing it and saying, I'm happy for you. Sooner or later, you will begin to believe it. That's what Abraham Hicks says about relationships. When you want to see something in the other person, start by wanting to see it. Start by recognizing it, even though it's really hard to see it in the other person. Sooner or later, it will show up, because it is law of the universe. They did a lot of talking. When we meditate, when we chant, we're going to chant Om Mani Padme Hum. Oh, Hum. I am. So Om Mani Padme Hum at the highest level, the most basic level. I am the jewel of the lotus. I am the jewel of my own inner being. Yes. And the more time we spend with it, the more we are polishing it, the more that it will shine, and the more our petals will come out. But again, those are just words. We're using mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. It is a tool of the mind. It is how we will focus our mind. If a stray thought comes in, it's going to happen. This is day number 73, and in every one of these videos, I have yawned, I have hiccuped, I have had to get a drink of water, I have missed a chant, I have swallowed, did I say yawn yet? I had to catch my breath. I have made every mistake that is possible. let it go. Simply pick up with the next chant. It's okay to miss it. If you need a drink of water, it's okay. Simply return your awareness to the chant, to the counting, to your breath, and those thoughts will go away naturally when they are ready. By focusing on shooing it out, we're giving more energy to that thought and it sticks around longer. But by focusing back on the chant and the count, Om on the 1, Mani on the 2, Padme on the 3, Hum on the 4, I breathe out for 5, breathe out for 6, breathe in for 7, breathe in for 8. And while using Ujjayi breath, which is opening up the back of the throat, breathing through the nose, making the sound more audible, maybe that's your Google homework. Besides, down in the description, more details about Ajna, the third eye chakra. There's a link to the Sanskrit channel where the guy talks all about the original Sanskrit sources, reads the shlokas, and reveals some of the secrets of Ajna, and hopefully our inner being will reveal more of it to us. But not by trying. This is subtle. This is all behind the scenes. Our inner being, we're turning this process over to the magic of the chant, to our inner being, and to our breath. And by us, our conscious mind focusing on that, it allows that to do all the work. So when those stray thoughts come in, just pick up on the next chant. There is no right way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. The only wrong way to do it is by giving up. And it's a practice. It's not a mastery. We're allowed to make mistakes. And they're not mistakes. They're just, it is. Mistake is a judgment. And I've been sitting for a while, so I'm going to crack my ankles a little bit. As we get ready to meditate. I'm going to bring more, maybe position myself out of the sun. And if you're just sitting there and just listening, it's totally okay. You are gaining from it because you're spending time with your inner being. And if you can only muster every other chant, it's okay. I encourage chanting. I encourage journaling afterwards. Who knows what will be revealed to you? The secrets of your inner being, or the truth of your inner being. So I invite you to close your eyes. And let us focus our awareness on our breath. As we slowly and consciously deepen our breath. And we slowly and consciously exhale. As we listen to the sound of our breath on the inhale. And we listen to the sound of our breath on the exhale. As we feel our lungs expand when we inhale. As we feel our lungs relax as we exhale. as we feel the cool air on the in-breath. And as we feel the warm air as we exhale. As we feel how it feels when we breathe in. And we feel how it feels when we breathe out. And a few more breaths on your own. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. And while I use words, please continue your breath. And every breath that we take with intention, fans the flames of our holy fire, and brightens our bright light. Although our bright light can never be dimmed, it is our perception of our bright light and others' perception of our bright light that can be dimmed by the debris of life, by the karmic imprint. And every breath with intention does fan the flames of our holy fire and creates cracks in the debris, creates cracks in the density, and then crevices, and allows more of our inner being, our inner light, to shine through, thus making it easier for our conscious mind to perceive it, and the conscious mind of others to perceive it. But as we learn to see with our inner being, we will learn to see the true light in our own being, regardless of karmic debris, in ourselves or in others. That we'll see the true light in ourselves and the true light in our others. But let us allow that to happen in its own natural process and its own due time. We will see it when we are ready. When our inner being thinks that we are ready. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us, in every way, and everywhere, and every when. Naturally, effortlessly, completely. And we ask the holy fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all. And I invite you to start the divine flow if you have not done so already. We will take the energy from our heart center, move it up through the chakras, reaching up through the realms, and enter into the highest source of consciousness, the home of the holy fire. Bring back more pure holy fire, down through the realms, down through all of the chakras, and purify each of the chakras. Then moving it down through the lower chakras, purifying them, grounding this energy effectively through the heart of Gaia, and then bringing back the grounded energy, combining it in our heart center again. So let us take this energy from our heart center, move it up through Vishuddha, through Ajna, through Sahasrara, through Vyapini, moving it up through the realms of consciousness, entering into the highest source of consciousness, the home of the holy fire, the home of unconditional love. They are the same thing, where there is no ego, where there is no judgment, where it always respects free will, and where the power is unlimited. It can override your free will, but it chooses not to, because it respects you. It believes in you. So let's bring back more pure holy fire, down through the realms, through Vyapini, purifying it, through Sahasrara, purifying it, through Ajna, purifying it, through Vishuddha, purifying it, back into Anahata, combining this energy thoroughly and purifying Anahata. Let us move this combined energy down through the chakras, purifying it and grounding this energy effectively. Moving it down through Manipura, purifying it, through Svadhisthana, purifying it, through Muladhara, purifying it, through Vasundhara, purifying it. Now imagine growing roots out of Vasundhara, down, down, down into Mother Earth, through Pachamama, through Ki, wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia, no matter what name you call her, giving her a great big hug, for hosting this experience, and bringing back her grounded love up through the root system, through Vasundhara, through Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Combining this energy thoroughly. And now let us turn over to our inner being without any conscious thought to continue this divine flow effortlessly, naturally, and completely. Ishkanatahatara arakashe aturuhata arshkanihiti atahata ata ishkonotor utanahata tatiariata. And on the out breath with intention, let us push this energy out from Anahata, our heart center, Niaryashohotorahaka, and let us push it out from all of our chakras, Nihakatara Arshanahiriata, out of our physical bodies, Nihakatura Shahayatata, out of our energetic field, our aura, Niaryashohotoryotuko, and let us push it out into every aspect of our awareness, so that we are only aware of the holy fire, in every way, in everywhere, and every when. And let us create in our mind's eye a chest of our creation, of your creation. And in this chest, let us put in all of our anger, all of our worry, all of our fears, all of our doubts, our to-do list, our shopping list, our homework list, everything that's going to happen the rest of the day. Everything that's going to happen anytime this week, anytime in the future, just put it in the chest. Let us also put in what has already happened today, what has happened this past weekend, and any time in the past. Just put it in the chest. Let us also put in all of our guilt, all of our shame, all of our grief. Let us also ask our inner being to put in this chest what it feels no longer serves us. Also, what might distract us from our time with the chant, from our time with the count, from our time with our breath, and our time with the energy. Let us close the lid on this chest, and let's set it aside. It shall be there for you at the end of meditation, if you so desire. And don't be surprised if any of those things are missing from it, because you have released it, because you truly believe that it no longer serves. And again, don't be upset if it's still there, because you find some value in it. It will be released when it is time. And in this process, we will start off with one Aum, Shohutoraya. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times, using the mala of joy on the 8 count. We are subtly using the mala of joy, no conscious thought whatsoever. I shall keep count. I will let us know when we move up through the chakras, and when we are on the last one. And again at the end we will close out with one Aum. Again, if a stray thought comes in, or any distraction, simply return your awareness to the chant, to the breath, and those thoughts will go away on their own when they are ready. Isa atiyata atakunohototoro. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with Vasundhara. And a breath in to chant. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Muladhara. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Svadhisthana. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Manipura. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Anahata. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Vishuddha. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Moving up to Ajna. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Sahasrara. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Moving up to Vyapini. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Last one. Om Mani Padme Hum. Stay here for as long as you like. Maybe even pause the video to spend more time in the energy. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. I'm going to switch my legs. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. 108 did not plan that. Congratulations, my friends. You have completed day number 73, the first day of Ajna, the third eye. Read the description below for the links. One, especially the link to the Sanskrit channel where he talks about Ajna, They talked a lot. First of all, I encourage you to journal. I thank you for contributing your energy to this meditation. No matter what now you are experiencing this meditation, we are all chanting together. I heard all of us. It was magical. And many other beings came to join us as well. I encourage you to journal. By journaling, whether you write yourself an email like I do, or whether you write in a book, it does not matter. Whether you paint, however you're expressing your experience of today. Maybe you make a recording, an audio recording. It does not matter. Maybe you even vlog about it. It does not matter. But by you journaling about it, documenting it, you can return to it. And then you can see where you are now and where you were then. And don't worry about going back and reviewing it. When you are aware of it, hey, I remember that day, the 4th of July, 2023. And when that comes into your awareness, then it's time. The universe never gives you more than you can handle. And if you become aware of it, it is your opportunity to clear it or to give gratitude to it. They talked a lot. I don't know. I'm going to try to sum it up because I don't want this to be the longest video of the series. They talked about the mala of joy and why we're subtly working with the chakras. Each of the chakras, as we go up, decreases in density and increases in entropy, which is the possibilities, the field of possibilities of how you can arrange things, how you can create. Let's put it that way. Or better yet, how you can perceive things. And it's all subtly behind the scenes as the chant and our inner being conspire with our conscious mind on how to interpret all of these things. And the box breath, the samavriti pranayama, when we break up the 12 seeds in each chakra into 4 groups of 3, akayata atariyata, where for 3 days or 3 seeds we're breathing in the energies of each of the chakras subtly, unaware of it to our conscious mind. Our inner being is breathing it in and subtly removing that debris of it. So we're exploring the energies, we're breathing it in. And in Ajna, we are breathing in the subtle energies of beyond wisdom. It's not what we consider is wisdom. It's what our inner being considers wisdom. It's our insight. It's our insight to our inner being, our insight to our own perception of how we see things. And when we align with our inner being, we will see things as our inner being sees them. And when we hold our breath with a full set of lungs, we are exciting the energy, we are igniting the energy, we are playing with it, we are seeing what it means to us. We are done inviting it and breathing it in, and now we are playing with it. We're going, what is this perception to me? We're exciting it, and then when we're done with holding our breath, we just let go. And it is so excited, it just radiates out. We are breathing it out. We have already set our intentions. We're radiating this energy of our inner wisdom outward naturally without any conscious thought. And after those 3 days or those 3 seeds, we have an empty set of lungs. We hold our breath for 3 days or 3 seeds, count of 3. And we simply embody the energy. There's nothing for us to do. You think this is air you're breathing? One of my favorite lines from The Matrix. That's what happens when we move up into the Manomaya Kosha. We understand that our mind is now in control of pranayama and the breath and the life force. And then we start to see things differently, and then we move up into the higher chakras, into the Vijnanamaya Kosha or the Vijnanamaya Kosha, into the higher thought forms. We see, and we may possibly understand that it's not air that we're breathing. Breatharians use this, where they live off of the sunlight and they live off of their breath. And they no longer eat or drink. I am not one of them. I think that's something that, maybe one day I'll explore, but I need to be motivated to do that. I see no actual purpose. It's just like when we learn how to walk on water, or levitate. Okay, that's just our way of going to work. Can you imagine you're the only person in your village, whatever, that walks on water? This is not my thought. This is Sadhguru's thought. He goes, when you walk on water, you're taking the shortcut to work, whatever it is. Everybody in the village knows that you walk on water, and they just say, hey, that's just Joe, or that's just Will getting to work. And it's no big thing anymore. But that's what this all is. This is not necessarily a part of this human experience. But this embodiment phase, it's you and your inner being know the energy. There's no sense to radiate it. There's no sense to brag about it. You're just present with it. You're being present with it. You're learning how to be present with it. And it just shows from your inner being naturally. That's why we're using the mala of joy. You are a magical being, let's put it that way. And slowly but surely it will be revealed to you naturally when you're ready. Without any conscious thought. Look at this attraction point that we are creating. They were so curious as to what we were doing. They had to come so close. They're going to have a 4th of July picnic here, which is cool. We'll be done in a minute. I'm so curious. What are they doing? Yesterday, when I was recording the Om Mani Padme Hums, 2 ibises came and meditated with me, and one left a feather for me afterwards, a feather of gratitude. So I give gratitude to them. One last thing here. I did find 3 feathers yesterday. When I got out of my car to come in and record, a crow swept down and left a feather. I picked it up. Crows are about the occult of spirituality, things that are hidden. Sometimes people associate them with the shadow side. I just see it as those things that are not hidden, or those that are hidden. Well, when we shine our light on it, it now no longer becomes hidden. In the ibis, it's about purity and spirituality. It's about the light side of spirituality, that you are the light, that you are this infinite being. And it's interesting that those were the 2 feathers that I found. It's not curious, it was a synchronicity. It's a creation. And then I came over here, met a new friend, Adam. He's joining us today. I came over by the weeping bottle brush, and I said to myself, I would like a blue jay feather. I have not found a blue jay feather in quite some time. And then I just walked around, giving gratitude for the weeping bottle brush and this energy. I love this tree. And Crescent Lake behind. And then I just walked around and I saw a piece of garbage. So I picked it up. And while picking it up, I go, I'm not picking this up tit for tat so that I get a blue jay feather. I'm picking it up because it needs to be picked up, because I love this park. And so I picked it up, and then I walked around that oak tree over there. I think it's an oak tree. And I walked around, looking for a blue jay feather. I found somebody with their dog poop bag. They just left it there. There's a garbage can 50 feet away. They missed. So I picked it up and I walked over to the garbage can and I put it in. On the other side of the garbage can was a blue jay feather. So who knows what is going to lead you to your manifestation? Sometimes it's garbage and shit. This is what they're telling me right now. So I like, well played, universe. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on. Akasa eakatara atariya shatatudita. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Asa ayaka ashia tokoraha.